Crusader Kings 2. This is the Tides of Fate series with the Pirate King Arrayn the Handsome of the Stepstones. I am the Golden Joblivion. Last time we left off with the Pirate King in locked in lethal combat with Lady Alysanne, the she-bear of Bearer Isle of House Mormont. And we were having pitched battles over our capital, Driftmark. The Iron Throne were throwing legions and legions and legions of peasant farmers and the like, trying to curtail the power of Pirate King Arrayn. I'm guessing the AI was lacking in Cass's belly because they decided to wage a emancipation war. And I think if we lose the war, we don't really lose anything. We just lose the ability to have slaves. That's why I think that they want to stop us, but they don't really have the Cass's ability to do so, even though you'd think they could just declare bloody vengeance, because we were kind of what got us into the situation is we were building the pirate army, and then I became kind of cavalier and decided to sail into the God's Eye and start raiding Harrenhal, because it was open to us at the time, and I really wanted to capture Sansa Stark. And I think that kind of prompted Queen Myrcella of the Iron Throne to decide, well, this Pirate King, he needs to be put in his place. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack him, overwhelm him, and remove his ability to have slaves. And since they're pirates, and a big part of what we do is we require slaves, that would somehow undermine our rule. So, I mean, we lose the war. It's not the worst thing that can happen. I believe we can just vote to have slavery back, but I think there is a certain grace period we have to respect. I would love to have a white peace because, in all honesty, we don't really get a whole lot if we win the war. We get some gold, I think, 300. It's not even a lot. Now, if it were like 3,000 gold, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm in to win this one. But just 300, that's not really worth it. And especially as pirates, pirates can make so much money through plunder and loot. So the AI is kind of stuck into this thing where they want to just land on Driftmark. I can actually move this little event here. They've got this thing where they just want to keep landing on Driftmark, and we were kicking their ass until accidentally, and this is kind of the downside of playing way too fast, is you can't react to things in time when you need to. And what happened was we didn't land our troops in time to be able to take advantage of the fact that this is friendly territory. We could have landed, our soldiers could have gotten resupplied, their morale could have gotten to 100, and then could have intercepted the enemy, because essentially the enemy would have to do a hostile amphibious landing. But unfortunately what happened is we landed too late, and then the enemy landed immediately after we did. And now and then something happened during the battle. I'm not really sure what happened. It seems Lord Bronn Stokeworth, Lord Bronn of the Blackwater, is leading the armies. That's pretty damn smart, because he is a fairly good commander. He led the amphibious landing, and despite being outnumbered, has somehow turned the battle around. Apparently, Lord Paramount Roose the Leech Lord is leading this unit, even though he's not in the army. Just wacky stuff like that is happening. But we are leading our armies, but we're kind of broken. So for all intents and purposes, they're going to win, which I think means this army is going to flee over here, and then we'll get caught in the trap that we had the enemy trapped in. So I don't know if you were... It was kind of a slip on my part, but it was such a small mistake, but now it could very well lose the war for us. Queen Myrcella has no interest in a white peace because, in her mind, she's winning the war. She's winning. Even though we have a 34 war score, I don't know how the AI really justifies that, but my thinking is if we can kill Lady Alysanne the she-bear, that will give us 10-20% morale. Maybe that'll be enough to turn the battle in our favor. My greatest fear right now is losing all of my soldiers. What's the garrison like here in Driftmark? 982. See, it's not a large garrison. We really were not prepared for an all-out war with the Iron Throne. So I kind of want to win this duel, but I'm also afraid of Pirate King Arrayn dying. And especially since it's so early in the episode, that would be kind of shit. I think if he does die in the duel, we will continue to play as his heir, Prince Damian, even though Damian is merely 4 years old. So what we need to do is we need to take some things into account first. What we have to do is we need to get ourselves a good regent, and it cannot be Nakanai because, well, Nakanai's not... She has nothing to do with Damian. In fact, Nakanai has given us a bastard, Mishalea Waters. Prince Damian is the son of Val. Now, has Val given us any other children? No, it's just Damien. So we're gonna make Val the regent. Because assuming that Pirate King Arrayn somehow can't beat the she-bear, it's gonna be Damien who takes over. Which is kind of weird, because pirate inheritance should be open, and I'm not sure if Damien is really qualified, but let's have Val be our designated regent. And she's a bodyguard, too. I would much prefer to have Val here in this fight as opposed to Timona, our Master of Whispers. I don't know what I was doing with the bodyguards. I really wasn't expecting to fight somebody as good as the she-bear. But anyways, why that's important. Let's go check the inheritance, actually. Is it open? It is open, but for some reason, we can inherit. One way you can circumvent the open system, I think you can still do this, is if you want your child to inherit in a pirate fleet, and they're not strong enough to be, to essentially contend for being captain of the pirate fleet, you can cheese the system by giving that heir land, and it should automatically put them at the forefront of inheritance. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to give Prince Damien of the Stepstones the castle of Driftmark. Or do I want to give him Torturer's Deep? Driftmark could be the capital of the pirate fleet empire, and then maybe Torturer's Deep could be the secondary. Could be like the heir title. Maybe. We might not have a choice, because if we do that, we'll lose some of our soldiers, because at Torturer's Deep, let's see. That's the garrison. That's 3,000 potential soldiers we would lose. Well, I say we would lose. They would go to a vassal of ours. And it would go to our son, so in theory, he'd be contributing all of his soldiers. But 17k. Most of that is from Driftmark, so I think we'd be safe. We'd be safe to give Damien the Lordship of Torturer's Deep. Alright. And he's still going to be in Driftmark 2, right? And is being tutored by Val in Driftmark. Is there anyone that can tutor him in Torturer's Deep? No. He's the only one in his court. Alright. Well, at least he's going to be, for sure, next in line to inherit. So it is some kind of a hereditary inheritance. Now, is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. I don't believe so. No, we got to kill the she-bear. I think I'm going to send Timona after her. Or we can run away. But then again, I don't think there's a 25% chance we lose the trait Brave. And that's a really, really good trait we need. Damn, that would be bad to lose. Right? Dragon hatching, dragon taming, morale defense plus 10, personal combat skill plus 20. If our ships can get out into the gullet, then our soldiers might have the opportunity to jump on the boats, and that would be ideal. That would be ideal, but if we can kill the she-bear... I think Pirate King Arrayn, you might have to hold your ground here. You may have to hold your ground here and prove to the Iron Throne was murdered on the orders of Ryman Frey. Yes, you may have to prove yourself. So are we younger than her? We are younger than her, but only by a smidgen. Only by a smidgen. So, and she is stronger than us. So we probably won't be able... We also have the same training skill. So I'm thinking... We're going to fight her, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Timona. I don't know why she's our bodyguard. We probably had a lack of good bodyguards, so we picked her. We're going to send Timona. Timona's going to die. She's also our Master of Whispers, though. Is there somebody else that can replace her? Yes. Yes, Maloney, our concubine. We will use you. All right, Timona. I'm kind of hoping Timona can at least get like a hit off on the she-bear or something. Bam! You look on her as Timona falls to Lady Alysain, crumpling to the ground. Yes, she. Okay, she didn't get a blow on her at all. That's just unfortunate. Really unfortunate. God, how are you? You have minus 25% morale for your armies. This is. Look at this. Roose Bolton has a lack of funds. His armies have a negative 25%, and yet for some reason, they're able to defeat us. Jesus Christ. Alright, now it's time to fight the she-bear. This will not end until one of us yields from injury. Should not even manage to touch me. You take a defensive stance. She is no match for my might. She is actually stronger than us, so we're not going to be able to do that. I'm thinking speed. Use speed! You see a weak spot, a vulnerability in Lady Alisane's defense. It's not much, but it's all you need. I quickly avoided her forceful attacks. All right, you have to end this. It's kind of like fighting the mountain. You have to end this as quickly as possible. I easily break through Lady Alisane's guard and move to expertly whack my war axe into her eye. Okay, she lies sprawled at my feet, completely at my mercy. This is probably where she rolls away. Okay, she rolls away, and she has a black eye. Okay. Wounded. Alright, so you did good attacking her eyeball. That was good. Why won't you just die? And now she wants to fight again. She has a black eye, but unfortunately, it doesn't get added to her personal combat skill. Okay, well, technically she should have 55. She is wounded. Now here's the hard thing, is do I choose speed again, or do I try to... I still think it'd be a bad idea to overpower her. With her wound, she'll be no match for me. I'm kind of hoping, but we don't know. We could go for speed again, but I think she might be expecting that this time. We could take a defensive stance, but then she might overpower us. Shit, this is so hard, because it really does feel like you're whatever. If you fuck up and you pick the wrong thing, you die for sure. Christ. Okay, I see that Pirate King is deceitful and ruthless. I'm kind of hoping that if we pick defensive stance, we can kind of trick her. We can use sly tricks. All right, because I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to give the AI the ability to counter what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pick a defensive stance, and this might kill us. Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Alisane comes at you on... Okay. Oh, see, this is so... Okay, that was totally not planned, but yes, I sort of have a brain. Lady Alisane comes at you honorably. Is she honorable? She's actually not. Lady Alisane comes at you honorably, but you use every dirty trick to try and take advantage. You attempt sly kicks and cunning trips until you see an opportunity to strike. Despite getting the upper hand, you quickly injure her. I could not land a finishing blow on Lady Alisane. We both retreat, content with there being no clear victor. I almost got her. Okay, so she flees then, huh? The duel is over with no one able to claim victory. A fair fight. That was bullshit. We could have taken her. We had her. All right, so that kind of screws us. Right, so we're gonna flee now because we can see our flank is already broken. We need to get our ships. When will the ships get out there into the third of the first moon? Okay, we might be charging into these bastards. Shit. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, and we're going over here. Christ. All right, let's get the ships over here. Can I tell you guys to move? No, you're gonna run straight into these bastards. Can I do anything with mercenaries or anything? No. That's not good. This is how we lose all of our armies. Jesus Christ. And apparently that was enough to knock us back down. We control the Stepstones. So as long as you control the Stepstones, in fact, it doesn't even matter if we lose Driftmark. Can we kidnap you? Can we kill you? No, we can do none of those things because no one wants to aid a pirate, which kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. All right. Then we lose this, or do we win? We lose. Okay. Now, do our guys get onto our ships? No, we're gonna run back to Driftmark. We are now stuck in the same goddamn cycle. Only 600 of 6,000 troops would... let's see, are you going back into the... Will arrive in Dragonstone. This army will arrive in Dragonstone. So they're coming to us, and they're landing more soldiers. Oh, man, this is bad. And we can't really disband anybody either. So the AI has turned our own vicious trap against us. That's not ideal. Not ideal. This might be a Hail Mary. Call court out of hiding. Do we use all of the rest of our treasury hiring mercenaries? I don't think it would hire mercenaries right here. I think it would choose the closest friendly territory. Okay, here's what I might do. There's no way to get out of this vicious cycle, and I don't want to lose any more soldiers, and I don't want to have any of my children captured. So what I might do is I might concede. We would implement indentured servitude. And this would spare our soldiers, this would spare Pirate King Aurane, and it might even give us a truce with the Iron Throne for 10 or so years, but I think that can be undone if we raid them. Ooh, that's a lot of territory we won't be able to raid if we want to make sure they can't attack us again. So we may have to focus on Essos, which would mean that by the time we're 48 or even 50, Pirate King Aurane would not be able to return to Westeros. Of course, assuming that he doesn't want to get attacked again by the Iron Throne, or unless Queen Myrcella dies. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Because if we surrender, we lose prestige, which kind of does hurt our ability as a pirate captain, but not that much. And we might even lose all of our concubines, but again, we already have children from them, so it's not the end of the world. We're going to surrender and see if they accept our surrender before our soldiers fight. Okay, the Iron Throne, Stepstones' War of Emancipation has ended. We have lost, unfortunate, to the rapacious brute Aurane. Okay, she hates us, that's fine. But, we don't lose any more soldiers. So that is kind of a huge boost for us. Let's go ahead and land our soldiers here, and let's disband. Get rid of those mercenaries. I think we had them on the ropes for a good time. Did we lose all of our slaves? Extensive slave labor. I'm not sure. It's de facto. Slavery is technically illegal, but some indentured servants are slaves in all but name. Okay. We don't seem to have lost our slave camps. Now, it's going to be very difficult for us to get more slaves. Now, do we have any other raised soldiers or anything like that? No. No, we don't. Okay. Get the timer going. I think it's safe. Now, do we have a truce with Queen Myrcella? Do we have a truce? We don't have a truce. This truce was signed after... Okay, so we can attack her. We could, actually. We can attack her. She can't attack us, so that actually puts us in a relatively strong position. Assuming she doesn't die here soon, but I am going to kick the timer up a wee bit. Before I do that, though, I need to get my council set up, because I need to make sure I'm actually training my soldiers again, because we're pretty much back to the drawing board trying to retrain all of our soldiers that we lost. But, I mean, 12k soldiers, that would be pretty damn useful. I think Pirate King Aurane might need to focus more on just running things back at home. And part of that is going to be finding useful people to invite to our court. Let's see. We don't really have a whole lot. Okay. Ooh, a son was born to Pirate King Aurane the Handsome and Serera named Lucerys. All right, that's fine. Go ahead and struggle. We want pure martial. So we still have our concubines. Excellent. So we're going to be popping. We're going to make an entire brood of pirate children. Excellent. Second fate. Okay, whatever. My concubine seems to be going through a particularly harsh pregnancy. I'll tell her to take leave. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find people that we can invite. Nessoria. She is Lyseni. Does she like us? She wants to get married. I'm beginning to think maybe we should bend the rules a little bit and maybe actually get married. Actually, you know what? If we're going to do that, get married. We can't get married to people who aren't pirates, though. All right. Sansa, she's old and ugly now. So we're actually going to take her... We're going to remove her from the list of characters of special interest. The same thing for Marjorie Tyrell. They're old. Shireen Baratheon is going to be really old here soon, and she's kind of stuck in perpetual hiding. So she's kind of... Pirate Invasion of Dragonstone. Defending against King Aegon's host. As much as I want to... Why is the Iron Throne sieging them? They're not at war with the Iron Throne, though, I don't think. That's kind of strange, because I was going to say, we could just launch our the invasion of Dragonstone, but there's no fucking way I'm going to land soldiers here when there's 10,000 soldiers from the Iron Throne there. That's kind of strange. It is very odd. Sunspear, yeah. Lady, yeah. All right, whatever. Whatever. I'm wondering if we can't find a useful wife who is also a pirate. It seems to be... These seem to be the best that we can get. See, Nessoria, she is an elusive shadow, even though she's way better at diplomacy. She is 24, though. There's Zoranai. Noriana. I don't know. We could also probably marry some of our vassals. Ooh, Salador San is now so... Okay, he's so old he is now incapable. His daughter's married. Of course they are. Pirate Lord Tormo of House Vunatis. They do have the sword Poison, the Valyrian sword Poison. Are there any pirate lords who have daughters that we can marry? Sarala. I mean, it would solidify our relations with some of the other pirate lords. I'm thinking maybe focusing on increasing our power in the Stepstones may be ideal for right now. That may be what we want to do. Because we still have lords of Shame Isle and I believe Wreckstone. Sunstone? No, you belong to us. So that leaves, I think that leaves just 2. That leaves just 2 islands that haven't been brought into the fold. I'd even be tempted to start invading the Basilisk Isles here. But they're Corsairs. Oh, they already have a king down here. Corsair King Makan. Okay, so he's a fellow pirate king. I'm not going to mess with that guy. I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions. Excellent. Who? Oh, none. Yeah, let's actually... Lord Paramount Kaelin of the Iron Isles is actually supporting our attempt to kidnap Queen Marcella. Let's not do that. Let's abandon that plot. Her being alive prevents the Iron Throne from attacking us, which gives us valuable time to rebuild and stuff. And we can still raid Essos. There's still, I mean, that is one advantage of the Stepstones is that we have 2 continents we can bounce between. And so far the free cities don't seem all that worried about our power. Let's see, Tyrosh, are you still... Oh god, Tyrosh is so weak. They're so weak. We could attack them, but I'm absolutely terrified of the other free cities coming to their aid. Well, attacking Mistress Sarah... Mira is in the middle of a war with itself. What is Lys doing? Lys is not doing anything. They've got 6,000 men. What is Pentos doing? Nothing. God, I wish they were at war with each other. That would make me feel a lot safer about invading Tyrosh. And part of the reason... Let's see, where is Archon? Where is he? Reigning in Tyrosh. I mean... It would be so easy to walk into their capital. God damn, how many soldiers can we raise? 6,000. We might. I know we shouldn't. But if we don't pirate invade Tyrosh, because look at all that land we would take. But is this hubris though? Am I being reckless here? I don't know. Pirate King already. He doesn't have. He can't last forever though. He's gonna have to be bold with his actions. Let's see. You're 5 years old. Let's, who's your guardian? Val? Val's a good guardian. She is a good guardian. I wonder if we should marry her. She is our friend. She is also a wildling. You know what? Fuck it. Let's not duel her. Let's marry her. We lose 100 prestige. That's not ideal. Yeah. Married. Done and done. Married. Okay. So then, Malinai, our concubine, is telling us that there's this faction for Pirate Lord Tormo. I'm not going to do anything because if we tell him not to conspire in factions and he refuses, we take a pretty bad penalty in disposition. So we're not going to do that. I'm thinking I'm going to invade. And the reason I'm going to invade the effeminate, The reason I'm going to invade is because Archon Oro II, the effeminate, unfortunate name, he's in Tyrosh, and they have 2,000 men defending the capital. If we take the capital and we capture him, it's game over. It's over. And all their armies they can raise are on the mainland. Who is this? Mistress Hororia. I wouldn't mind her as a concubine. And little Tyrosh stands as equally undefended. I think it would be a bad idea to pass this up. We are going to pirate invade. Let's see. This cast's belly can be used by Pirate King Aryan the Handsome to invade High Lordship of Tyrosh, absorbing it into their domain of piracy. Ah, so does this take just the island? Because it says City of Tyrosh, City of Little Tyrosh, City of Tyroshi Landing. No, it would take the big island, the landing, and the little island, which is fine by me. That's fine by me. If we win the war, we gain 100 prestige. We vassalize or take everything held by Archon Oro the Effeminate. Is that because he owns all this? Little Tyrosh might actually not be taken. City of Little Tyrosh. City. Temple. Castle. City. Okay. Do you have any pacts with any other factions? No. No, you don't. I mean, we're gonna try it. Embargo. We're gonna try it, and if the free cities come in, and so let's see if we make a white peace. If we lose, we have to pay them a decent amount of our treasury, but we don't get imprisoned. That's the important thing. We can't have Pirate King Aryan get imprisoned. So we're going to launch this invasion of Tyrosh. Okay. We have to let a little bit of time pass before we can determine if they're gonna start a defensive league, because they're gonna instinctively call people into their war. So let's see if they do that. I'm kind of hoping they don't. I'm kind of hoping everyone hates Tyrosh to the point where they're just not gonna do it. Do all our ships here? No, we have some more on their way. Excellent. Okay. Merge together. Get the armies. Get everyone on the boats. We need to land in Tyrosh immediately. And the Pirate King will lead the way. Unhappy with their leadership, mutineers have risen up in torturers deep. These men have to be put back in line. How many men? Oh, just 3,000. They are trying to depose our son, though, which is kind of a problem. We may have to address that. Yeah, we might have to address that. That's unfortunate. As far as commanders go, I need a new Vice Admiral. Okay, it's going to be you, Tormo. Okay. Okay, Vice Admiral is like Hand of the King, or you know how that... Here, let's go get some actual bodyguards. Doesn't matter if you're married, doesn't matter if you're imprisoned. Does anyone here have... this is kind of why we have shit bodyguards, is because there just aren't a whole lot of them. Val is good. Tragar is not. We probably should actually have him resign. My goal is to have just bodyguards here that are remotely good. That way, when the game, that way the game doesn't have to pick between 5 different bodyguards, of which only 2 are good, and then one of the 3 shit ones get picked for the duel, like what happened with us against the She-Bear. Now it has only 2 options to pick between Val and Duram. So that will hopefully work out in our favor. Val, we're not going to have you lead the armies because you're too important. All right. Well, we're going to have to settle with the commanders that we've got. All right, I'm not seeing any defensive leagues or anything like that, so we're going to go straight for Tyrosh. They actually might be coming for our capital, too. To the Emeralds. Yep, they're coming to the capital. Oh, damn it. Okay, god damn it. Get back to the capital. Get back to the capital. Shit. We're going to have to use these secondary forces to yeah, they're going to have to. I don't know if they have enough soldiers to take Tyrosh. We'll probably have to hire some mercenaries. Yeah, how about you guys? No, you assholes are just going to go straight. No, they're... Ooh. Your Grace, you received word from Lorath. Archon Illyrio has joined them in a coalition. Okay. That's not ideal. But that's Lorath. Lorath is way up here. Yeah, so they're going to have ships coming for us as well. So we need to capture Archon Oro as soon as possible and take we need to take Tyrosh ASAP. Okay, we've got our soldiers there. All right, they're chilling out on Driftmark. And the Tyroshi ships are just they're just kind of sitting there off the coast. 2 people eloped and got married. I do not care. Do I want to care though? I don't think I want to. No, accept their marriage. That's fine. Okay, Peasant Revolt. Why am I being notified of Peasant Revolts that Queen Marcella is dealing with? That's kind of stupid. Alright, just go here. It's gonna be fine. Should be fine. Yes? Jesus Christ, how long does it take to fucking march there? Alright, gotta keep an eye on our capital. That looks fine. Okay, you fools. Go on sail to Tyrosh. Hopefully they don't have any soldiers here. Go ahead and land. Alright, they don't have enough people to take the... Ooh, could they take Little Tyrosh? They could, but I'm kind of thinking that getting on the island of Tyrosh right now is more important. It should prevent them from building up any more of a garrison. Oh, shit. How many men are they dropping? Tyrosh. Okay, they're dropping mainly Tyroshi soldiers, which is probably going to be roughly the same amount that we have there. I'm thinking we wait till their movement becomes locked, and then we're going to hire some mercenaries, kind of like what we did with the Iron Throne. Only this should be way more effective against the Tyroshi because the Tyroshi don't have much in the way of... So actually, nope, they have more. They hired 2,000. Okay. All right, they have 9,000. Doesn't mean, you know, that means that we can probably also do the same. We can hire a couple 2,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode right here because we're over our time. And I'm probably just going to record the next episode immediately right after this one. So we're stopping off right here. We have, the war with the Iron Throne has ended. We unfortunately had to surrender. We took a little bit of a loss because of that, but we saved a lot of our soldiers for future conflicts, for which we're using to now invade Tyrosh. And luckily for us, most of the free cities they don't really give a fuck that we're invading Tyrosh. Now, Lorath has pledged to defend Tyrosh, and they're surely on their way. But if we can blitz Tyrosh, and if we can destroy their armies here, we can probably take Tyrosh really, really quickly, which would give us the big island of Tyrosh, Little Tyrosh, and Tyroshi Landing, more land, more soldiers for the Pirate King. But that, ladies and gentlemen, have to be in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, if you want to help me make more content, be sure to go to my Patreon page, link in the description below. I have been the Golden Joe Oblivion. This has been Pirate King Arain the Handsome of the Stepstones, and until next time, I will see you all later.